Hi there, this is John Dehart here with the Homes from Dehart Real Estate team powered by Keller Williams Realty. And today we're going to talk about the early spring real estate market. So, just in the first couple months here of 2024, it's been just like the last several years. We're just experiencing the lowest supply of homes for sale that we've seen in decades. And because of it, we're starting to see multiple offers. The last property we listed had 9 offers on it. We just listed a house as of today of this video. It's got 30 private showings in coming soon status before we even started putting it on the MLS in active status. So what's interesting is it just goes to show that there's tons of buyers out there. And it feels like after the last couple of years since the interest rates started increasing, that a lot of buyers were on the fence. And what it shows is that right now buyers are starting to get more interested in making that big purchase and making that move regardless of what the interest rates are. Now, the Fed, a big question was, what was the Fed going to do with our interest rates? And from what we can tell, the Fed is not going to decrease interest rates here in the month of February. It's possible in March that they might, but as of right now, it appears that interest rates are going to stay steady. And at any given time, if the market does slow down, they can always trigger the decrease of the interest rate in order to create a higher demand and more surplus of buyers in our marketplace. So one thing we will say is that if you are in the market to purchase a home this year, just know it's going to be competitive. That doesn't mean that you can't win. And we're actually going to have a home buying seminar on March 5th of 2024, all on Zoom. It's going to be talking about how to strategize, how to win in this marketplace. So we're definitely going to talk about that on March 5th at 6:30 on Zoom. If you are in the market to purchase, there are possibilities, there are ways to do it. If you're in the market to sell a property in 2024, one thing I will tell you is that I've seen 4 of these presidential election years since I've been selling real estate here in the DC area. One thing that's very interesting is the spring, so early spring is always very, very robust. And that's basically what it is today. We're seeing a bunch of buyers looking, a shortage of homes to buy, which is creating a ton of buyer demand and tons of offers. As we get further on into the year, let's just assume for a second that interest rates do not dip. Well, the possibility of having a spark in the market is probably pretty low. It's probably going to be increasing all of the spring, is what we're predicting. And then we'll most likely see a slowdown in the market, which we see every year in the summer, July and August, which happen to be some of our slowest months of the year here in the DMV. And then as we get it closer to the election, as we go through the fall, we're expecting there to be a lot less movement in our market. So it might be different in other areas, but here, a lot of people from my experience have told me that they're not ready to make a decision until after the election. So what that means to you as a seller is the likelihood of probably getting the best offer on your property is going to be this spring in 2024. If you are definitely looking to sell in this calendar year, there are opportunities to push out close dates, secure the buyer, push out the close date, and get to stay a little bit longer for free, sometimes potentially in a post-settlement occupancy agreement. So it might be one of those things that if you are looking to make a move, then you might want to consider it as a seller sooner than later. And in the months leading up to the election, that has been some of the times we've gotten the best deals for our buyers. So if you are looking to buy and timing isn't important to you, consider the idea of maybe waiting until we get into the summer, which seems to be one of my favorite times to buy. And then as we get closer to the election, assuming there's some opportunities, some supply out there, I think you're going to find that you can find some sellers who are willing to take a lower offer just to get out of the house. So if you have any questions about what we're predicting, or potentially what might be happening here in the DMV, feel free to give us a call. We'd be happy to chat with you. And thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.